I'm just waiting for when things become so unacceptable that we're going to see some wild stuff happen. I'm just kind of we're like on the cusp of something like happening, and I can see it because I can, I'm just kind of reading the room and kind of seeing what people are saying online. Um, we're living in a very fraudulent time. It's everything's fake, like everything's fake. Like what you're getting paid, your job, the money, the everything, the stuff they're putting in the food is everything's fake. It's unacceptable. It can't be accepted. It can't be tolerated. And I'm just sort of waiting for, and I feel like a lot of people are also just waiting. They're just waiting for when people have had enough. And all things considered, I'm wondering why there hasn't been some sort of movement or something. Because, I mean, these jobs that are being advertised now don't pay enough to get by. So, like, as far as buying your groceries, or just having a couple basic accommodations, like being able to put on your AC for a couple hours in 100-degree weather. I don't think that's a big ask for the typical American, but that is getting harder to do. But I'm just at the point where I'm like, I see there's outrage and there's frustration, but I'm just sort of like, okay, well, I'm not like encouraging anything. I'm just sort of like thinking, all right, well, I'm just waiting to see when something will happen, because I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to be surprised when people are flipping cars or doing whatever. I'm not saying go do that. I'm just saying we're at the point where that's where things are going to go. But as far as like, I jotted down a couple notes just to highlight, but yeah, I mentioned the jobs really, they don't pay enough. I mean, even like really qualified people are only making about, a little under or a little over $20 an hour. That's like what they want to pay us now. They want to give us, 19, 18, 20, $23 an hour, maybe 25 if you're like really exceptional or something. But like most of these companies are just paying $19 an hour, $22 an hour, 25 if you've done that exact type of job before and you used to be a supervisor, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, these jobs just, they're just awful. They don't compensate you for your time or relative to how much everything costs. And I see that people are maxing out their credit cards and taking out loans, which is wild to me, that people are going into like serious debt, taking loans out, not just maxing out their card or cards, multiple cards like credit cards, but they've ran through their savings, they've ran through all their credit cards, and now they're taking out loans for groceries for the week. And I'm like, this we can't maintain this. This is like, we're on the brink of like collapse, up the precipice of something drastic happening where, yeah, because like people aren't really making it right now. So I'm just like waiting to see when am I gonna have to like hunker down in my house, because out in the streets it's wild and there's like, cops everywhere or whatever. Like, I'm just like wondering, like, when is that gonna happen? Because I don't know how long this is gonna be able to maintain, or because right now the masses are just sort of quelled enough. But I think the veil is going to be torn off real quick when people aren't going to be able to pay that grocery bill. Because this is we're just living in an unacceptable, fraudulent time. Like, there is a recession, there is a job market collapse. There's where the whole thing is there are no like jobs being created. everything's just, it's a fraudulent system. Everything's just a lie. And I know I sound like a freaking college kid or like a high schooler kid saying that, but it's true. I'm not just saying that because I'm like some edgy, college kid who like took an economics class or something, or a philosophy class. I'm saying it really is just a fraudulent system. Everything's just fake. And I think people are really going to be waking up to this, because I'm looking for a job right now, and yeah, they're just not paying. Like, people just aren't paying for like anything. Even like backbreaking labors, like you get paid like nothing. And I don't know. I wouldn't say I have a lot of marketable skills, but I do think I have a lot to offer a decent employer. I show up early. I get competent at my job very quickly. But to say that I'm like just not needed, or no one needs me, or just because I didn't get a degree or a trade, like, you've dismissed like a large swath of the population at that point, to tell them they're not worth anything. Just because you're clean and professional and on time and hardworking, that doesn't matter. We'll just get rid of you because you didn't pursue a master's and whatever, so you can take this $20 an hour job. We're just going over a hill, and I don't think there's any turning back. I don't think there's any like turning this around, because this isn't a system worth fighting for. This isn't a system worth dying for. This is not something that we should be defending. I don't know why people want to defend this system, as if there's anything worth defending. This housing economy, like all of our houses being bought up by banks and private equity and foreign investment asset managers or whatever groups, China and whatever. Why would you want to? What about that are you trying to defend or preserve? Or this this whole obligation to be at work 8 hours. At my last job, I got so good at my last job. Like any job you get, unless there's like a steady flow of like work coming in, if there's like a cap of what you can do in the day, like I did my last job and the one before that, I could do it in less than 8 hours. And to the point where, like, when they wouldn't let me leave early or something, they would just say, oh, just like chill out or look busy. Like, people, I don't know why people defend the system, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm kind of just rambling all over the place now, but I just don't know why people defend the system, why there's not something wild going out in the streets right now. I'm not saying that I want that to happen. I'm just saying I don't understand why that hasn't already happened, or why people haven't, like, just en masse said F the system just to everything, because I'm just like waiting to see when that will inevitably happen. So, and again, I'm not trying to say go do anything violent or anything. I'm not advocating for that. I'm just saying when it happens, I won't be surprised. But I'm just waiting to see when it's going to happen, because we're on the precipice of something, some big downhill event. At least that's my own personal perception. I don't think that this economy is going to recover anytime soon, or in any way that would benefit the average person. I don't think this is something worth fighting for. But anyways, hope I didn't bring you down. I've been seeing a lot of content. Let's put it that way. I've been seeing a lot of content, and people just aren't making it. They're taking out loans for groceries, which is wild. That's wild. But anyways, that'll be the end of this video. Take care.